Big Magic Johnson. What has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS. He's got AIDS.
I've been talking to people walking here. We've been talking about next year, and I'm sitting there saying, I'm not going to be here.
Now, there's a lot of black men in here, and I don't mean to, not talk to other people, but this is important. Our black men, we got to get them out to vote. That's number one.
Hey, niggas is voting. All right, Magic.
Kamala's opponent promised a lot of things last time to the black community that he did not deliver on.
Crickets.
And we got to make sure we help black men understand that. So that's why I'm here to make sure.
Because we don't understand. We're dumb.
Help black men understand. First, get out and vote, and then vote for the next president of the United States, Kamala Harris.
What has he done? Can you tell me? Big Magic Johnson. What has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS. He's got AIDS. Did he do any business? Did he help anybody in South LA?
Well, I think he has HIV. He doesn't actually have full-blown AIDS.
He's got AIDS.
What kind of a guy goes to every city, has sex with every girl, then he catches HIV? And is that someone we want to respect and tell our kids about?
Killing Diddy for it right now.
Himself. I think he should go into the background. But what does he do for the black people? Doesn't do anything. You call up and say, well,
he's opened a lot of businesses in inner city neighborhoods.
The Jewish people have a company, and it's for people who want to borrow money and no interest. They want to give them a fishing pole. We want to help people. If they don't have the money, we'll loan it to you. You don't have interest, one day you'll pay us back.
So
I'm just telling you, he does nothing. It's all talk.
So are you saying that African Americans don't contribute to African American communities as much as Jewish people?
There's no African American. Never mind. I'm sorry.
About Magic Johnson, who decided that he was going to go on the campaign stump for Kamala Harris, though he couldn't tell anyone why. Talk about sending the wrong messenger. Who the world actually idolizes Magic Johnson? Especially after the 1980s, his life went off the skids. Yeah, he may have gotten a lot of money for himself as a businessman, but that is literally the only thing that any black person would actually like about this guy. And all the people out there who say, well, if he's got money, if a black man's got money, then that means you ought to be listening to him.
Ignorant
Okay,
niggas.
Magic Johnson is allegedly close to being a billionaire, at least on paper. So does that mean that we should all be listening to Magic Johnson when it comes to deciding how we should vote? Or when it comes to the raising of black children, maybe we should take our cues from him too, right? Because he's got money. Black men, especially black fathers, or black men who want to have children, they don't want to emulate Magic Johnson's family values. He's got exactly the kind of Adams family dysfunction that nobody aspires to. So why put him out there in front of the cameras? Precisely because they know exactly how screwed up this guy is. And yet there will still be black people, especially black men, not just black baby boomers, but black men across the spectrum, who are actually going to look at this guy and make excuses with themselves about why they ought to go ahead and give him some kind of credibility, though they can't tell you why.
Get him the fuck out of here!
And the game keep calling me, can't escape the voices cause they all in me, all with me, go.
That's that nigga, you know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing.
Welcome back to the channel, G-Mac back with some thoughts, with some opinions, with some reactions. Like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell if you like the content. And with that said, let's take this walk and look. On a lighter note, as a born and raised Bostonian, for me, it's always been fuck Magic Johnson and fuck the Lakers. Respect them, but fuck them. Well, of course, except Kobe. Rest in peace to that boy. But as far as Magic, especially with this latest bootlicking stunt, I don't know, that respect is kind of, disappeared. Much like the certainty of HIV turning into AIDS at the time he contracted it. But, just like Magic. But speaking of that, I can understand why he's passing and assisting his aide over to the Kamala Harris campaign. As much fucking as Magic was doing, I'm sure there was some girls in the mix. I know what we're thinking. The nigga done paid for a lot of abortions. And we're assuming, safely assuming, So how could Magic Johnson, the Magic Man, Magic Johnson, ever be a hypocrite? I'm guessing he had to go for Kamala. And not to mention EJ, I mean, he would certainly fall under a protected group of Kamala Harris. After all, if EJ ever goes through that transition, he already has Kamala's support, as she's previously stated, on your tax dollars.
Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners.
Surgery. For prisoners. For prisoners. Every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access.
It's hard to believe, but it's true. Even the liberal media was shocked Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners and illegal aliens.
Every transgender inmate would have access.
Kamala's for they, them.
Then look, Donald Sterling already asked the quiet parts out loud as it pertains to, you know, the level of help Magic Johnson offers to the community versus the level of help that billionaire believes he's capable of offering.
But what does he do for the black people? Doesn't do anything. The Jewish people have a company, and it's for people who want to borrow money and no interest. They want to give them a fishing pole. We want to help people. If they don't have the money, we'll loan it to you. You don't have interest, one day you'll pay us back.
But I'll stay out of his pockets. I'll move on. I'll just boil it down to this. Honestly, how can I trust a nigga supporting someone who clearly isn't equipped to do the job, especially when considering his history of accepting the job that he couldn't do?
I had more fun on the other side than on this side, because now, tomorrow I would have to affect somebody's livelihood in their life. And I thought about that. I said, that's not fun for me. That's not who I am. I want to go back having fun. I want to go back being who I was before taking on this job.
And showing no remorse for performing poorly at it.
I've been talking to people walking here. We've been talking about next year, and I'm sitting there saying, I'm not gonna be here.
You don't think black men follow basketball, Irving? Nigga pick Lonzo Ball over Jason Tatum, and we supposed to trust your judgment? I don't fucking think so. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And with that said, hopefully you've been entertained and informed while passing this precious time that we have, and hopefully I've earned your sub. This has been Doing It for GP. Till next time.
Never did me, I spit the truth. All you aware, fear-driven niggas get the boot. All of you squares couldn't fit up in my circle. All of us rare and will hurt you severe. Slow your roll, nigga, patience is a virtue.